Hey guys, how you doing? Cal back here again. Well, some of you guys are saying, well, it's all good and we'll talk about strength and, and power and all these things, but I can't even talk to girls. They make me nervous. Well, you're not the only one. I used to be that way too. Um, but I'll give you a little tip, a little exercise you can do, which is really nice. It will really help you learn how to talk to women. And that is talk to women. If you're shy by nature, which I used to be at one time, I know it's hard to believe I was a shy guy at one time, but I kind of was. It's something you can practice. It's like a muscle you need to build up. It's like lifting weights. You can't have game if you can't talk to them, right? Well, it's really not that complicated. Here's what you do. Practice, make it a habit, and practice talking to women all the time. Planes. By that I mean women of all kinds. Don't just go up and talk to women you're attracted to. Don't do that. Not initially, not if you're a shy kind of a guy. You start by talking to the old woman who's checking you out at Costco. Hey, how you doing? How's your day going? Kidding around, talking, joking with them, Oh, I know how it goes, Yeah, people are so stupid. Customers drive me crazy, Whatever. Make them laugh. Make them smile. Kid around. Keep it light. Start by doing that kind of thing. Talk to women you would no way in the world would date or would want to wait do that. Older women, big fat older women, whatever. And kid around with them. Make them laugh. Try to be charming. Keep it light, And then from there, talk to everyone you can think of, everyone you see. Kid around with them, talk to them a little bit. Keep it light, keep it airy, and practice. And slowly but surely, keep talking to more and more women that way, so you get comfortable with women. I mean, I was raised in a household with just guys. I had brothers. I didn't have any sisters. My life would probably been easier if I had sisters, but I didn't. So for me, it took me a while to get to that point where I could talk to women at all. Late in life, actually. And then I realized I'm just going to treat women like I would do my guy friends, just like the guys, Hey, what's going on? How you doing? Yeah. You having a good time? Yeah. I'm not having a good time either. Life sucks. Life sucks, then you die. Yeah. Kid around with them. Also, my advice is don't do what some guys do, which is, walk up. Hi, what's your name? What do you do? Where do you live? Don't do that. Joke around with them. They say something. You make a joke of what they say, kid around with them. Several years ago, I was in between girlfriends, and I was kind of a man going my way at the time, a little bit, I guess. I wasn't worried about, dating at the time anyway, but me and three of their friends went out to a local bar. It's a very well-known joint, so to speak, for kind of a singles bar in a sense, I guess you might say. A lot of drinking, a lot of people standing around. It's very crowded, too noisy, too, in my opinion. But I was walking around, I noticed two women who were sitting against the wall, a little tiny table, and they were both kind of facing out this way. They weren't facing to each other, they were kind of facing out to the crowd. And I walked by a couple times, getting drinks, this thing and that thing. Me and my friends were kind of scattered. There was three or four. It was kind of in the same area, but we weren't sitting at a table or anything. So next time I walked by, I just stopped and turned to them and said, "What are you girls doing here tonight? You look like you're on for trouble." I just stared at them, and they went, "What? What do you mean look like we're trouble? What kind of trouble?" I said, "I don't know, just trouble." And they both laughed, and I laughed, And I said, "So what's going on? What are you doing here? Something's going on here. What's the story?" Well, we got into conversation. They started telling me their story, And I'd make jokes about things here and there. And actually, there was an odd story. One of the women this was her wedding day or her honeymoon day, one or the other. But her husband, her fiance, had cheated on her and screwed over really badly. And so the marriage was canceled. But this was to be her wedding night, I guess, or her honeymoon night or whatever. And so we're kind of taking her out for some drinks and cheer her up a little bit and kind of celebrate the fact she did marry the guy because he was a cheater and everything. Caught her, I think he caught him cheating with her one of her friends or some damn thing, some crazy story like that. They were having a good time though, and I was having a good time. And so, you know, one of my friends saw this happening, and I was talking to them for a few minutes, and they were making them laugh. You know, I can be charming, and you can be charming too. You just have to practice it. You know, kid around people, make jokes, little jokes, say outrageous things. You know, keep it light though. Don't walk up, hi, I'm a big penis, and I want to have sex with you. You know, don't have that attitude. Just like, hey, how you doing? You know, what's going on? You know, no, really, you know. You know, I mean, I'll say things like, you know, they'll say, someone say, oh, really? So you're a really bad person, aren't you? You know, things like that. I'll kid with them. You know, make jokes with them. I'm not doing the typical neg thing, I guess. I don't say, oh, your hair looks like crap. You know, I mean, I don't do that, but I make fun of them. You know, I make them laugh because of that. And once you've gotten comfortable after you know a bit of that, you can say, hey, are you single, by the way? Are you single? They say, oh yeah, I've got boyfriends. We have boyfriends or whatever. Who knows? Or we're lesbians or who knows what. You know. Okay. But if they say, sometimes women will actually say, oh, by the way, they'll ask you if you're single. Are you single? That's a real indication. They want you to, you know, get their number. You know. But that's for another conversation, I guess. But the point is, practice it. You can get over your shyness. You can get over that. You know. You can learn how to talk to women. You just have to start doing it on a regular basis. But practice on the ones that don't scare you. Practice on the ones you would never date in a million years, and then slowly work your way down, because the hot ones aren't much different than those you know, fat ugly ones, the older ones, the ones that are the age of your mother. Make them laugh, joke around with them, you know, kid around with them, you know, and just do this incessantly on a regular basis. Get so you're really comfortable out around women, so you can talk to any woman, you know. And don't go there and talk to them with the idea of asking for a date. Just go there to talk to them, to make fun of them, to have a joke, have a good conversation, to laugh a little bit, make them laugh a little bit. You know, you may find in that situation, you may find you don't want to date this girl, no matter what happens. They might tell you things you go, ugh. You know, you don't want to date them anyway. So, but practice. If you want to go out to bars or whatever, some event of some kind, you know. And I'm not saying bars are the best place to go, but I'm just saying any kind of event, you know, that's what you do. You know, I've done that in hardware stores. I've done it in grocery stores. You know. It just, until you get comfortable. Girls like men who are relaxed and confident, as I've said. They like men and men who are scared aren't going to be relaxed. They're going to be all tight. Just be relaxed, you know, and get to where it's just second nature for you to be relaxed around women, you know. And again, don't go with the idea of getting, I'm going to go get that girl's number. Just go talk to that girl. See, you know, and you know, ask for a number if you find her interesting, not just to be doing it, not just because you want sex. If woman senses you just want to, you know, have sex with them, that's the only reason you're talking to her, they're going to be, he's just a user, goodbye. You know, and if you just ask her questions and bothering her and bugging her without making her have a good time, again, it's going to be like, you know, why would they want to give you their number when they don't like being around you? You got to offer them something they enjoy, something other than your penis. But if you practice that and you do it on a regular basis and do it long enough, pretty soon you'll get real comfortable being around women, you know. And then you can adopt this laissez-faire attitude, or whatever it's called, where you don't give a damn. You're just having fun, talking to girls, you know. Maybe that girl does have a boyfriend, but maybe she has a single girlfriend she'll introduce you to. You never know what can happen. I'm not one for having a lot of female friends, but being friendly with a lot of females, I'm definitely for that. You know. Anyway, that's that. That's my little piece of advice about that. But, you know, until you work that game like that, and then get to where you can have a little game, a little bit of relaxation, a little bit of conversation, you're not going to be able to do anything else. You know, and as you work that game, as you learn to talk to women, they will ask you leading questions like, what do you do? When a girl asks you what you do, what do you do? They're trying to qualify you as a boyfriend, as a sex partner. Don't kid yourself. I've had that happen to me several times. What do you do? You know, and you should have a good answer for that. I'm a commodity trader, or, you know, I'm a doctor, I'm a lawyer, you know, I'm a med student, you know, I'm a hen teaser. But until you learn to talk to them and learn to actually get over that initial fear, you can't get really much of anywhere else with women. So work on this. This is part of your, you know, work on yourself to get good at what you're doing. Well, that's it. That's it for this video. Again, as usual, if you have any questions about love, sex, or relationships, please go ahead and write me through the YouTube messaging system, and I will do my best to answer your question. That's it. Talk to you later.